Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Tuesday, May 7th, 2019. I'm Fredicia Liburd. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, who is also St. Kitts and Nevis's Minister of Foreign Affairs, had an audience with President of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Her Excellency Dr. Tai Ing-wen, on Sunday, May 5th, less than 5 hours after he and the delegation arrived in the country. President Tai welcomed Minister Brantley, stating that the visit of Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris less than a month ago, succeeded by Minister Brantley's third visit to Taiwan, bears testimony to the country's strong bilateral relationship. The relationship has grown from strength to strength, and the two countries continue to achieve amazing things together, the president stated through an interpreter. She referred to the challenges Taiwan continues to experience, but was resolute it will not back down. In the same vein, President Tai acknowledged the support of St. Kitts and Nevis globally and requested that it be maintained. Mr. Brantley, while thanking the President for her time, also expressed that this too signaled the value her government places on the relationship. The Foreign Affairs Minister lauded Taiwan for the advances it has made in health, technology, and energy. He also thanked Taiwan's leader for its model assistance to the national development agenda of the Federation, especially in the areas of agriculture, education, energy, health, information and communications technology and security. Mr. Brantley made mention of the many students who have been able to pursue higher education through the Taiwanese government's flagship scholarship program, and President Tai indicated that Taiwan is open to receiving more students, including the vocational field. The meeting afforded the opportunity to explore other areas for cooperation in the business sector. Mr. Brantley said while other sectors have been doing well, he believes private sector investment is the next step in the evolution of the relationship. The president welcomed the idea and immediately organized for the St. Kitts and Nevis top diplomat to meet with members of the private sector to continue to explore possibilities. Minister Brantley and his delegation, which comprises of Minister in the Nevis Island Administration, the Honourable Spencer Brand, Permanent Secretary in the Premier's Ministry, Wakely Daniel, and Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Kay Bass, also met with students from St. Kitts and Nevis who are studying in Taiwan on Monday, May 6th. The delegation also met with the Taiwan International Cooperation and Development Fund and had dinner with His Excellency Dr. David Lee, Secretary General of Taiwan's National Security Council. Today, Tuesday, May 7th, the Ministry of Agriculture began its fruit tree planting initiative at the Cades Bay Experimental Station as part of Agriculture Awareness Month. Minister of Agriculture, the Honourable Alexis Jeffers, spoke of the significance of the exercise.
What we are doing here this morning is a means of combating some of the negative effects of climate change, and also at the same time ensuring that we are feeding ourselves and providing the right nutrition and the right amount of food so that we can sustain ourselves into the future. I want to encourage all Nevisians to come on board. We are the ones who are spearheading this process from the Department of Agriculture's standpoint, but indeed it is an effort that should be taken on board by the entire Nevisian public. So if we are initiating this with 500 trees, fruit trees, we are hoping that as we go along, other persons would see it fit to ensure that their own backyard has various fruit trees they can certainly rely on in years to come to provide them with the necessary food and the necessary items that can be used in agro-processing process as well.
Director of the Department of Agriculture, Randy Elliott, implored the public to partner with the department.
We would like the general public to be our partners in terms of this planting of the fruit trees. We would have said 500, but for those who have fruit trees, we just want you to jump on board to plant a fruit tree in your yard. For the persons who have an interest, we have about 250 fruit trees at the Prospect Experimental Station that we are willing to share with homeowners also. So it's done on a first come, first serve basis. Basically, we'll be tracking these trees to ensure that our targets, our goals are met, and we do hope that our people continue to partner with the Department and Ministry of Agriculture as it relates to food security.
Also present at the exercise were Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Hughie Sargent, Deputy Director of the Department of Agriculture, Floyd Liburd, and employees of the department as well as agriculture enthusiasts. Agriculture Awareness Month is being celebrated under the theme Think Climate Smart for Food and Nutrition Security and Sustainability. Patrons of Culturama activities can expect a more comfortable cultural complex for Culturama 45. More in this report.
Works are being done at the Nevis Cultural Complex for the staging of the 45th edition of Nevis's Summer Festival Culturama. Speaking to the Nevis newscast, Minister of Culture, the Honorable Eric Evelyn, spoke about the renovations happening at the cultural complex.
We are ensuring that this year for the 45th and going forward that members of the media who are here to cover the shows for Culturama are comfortable. We have ensured that the sound booth that has improved, it has increased in size. The booth for NTV is also being spruced up. At the back of us here is the booth for Vaughan Radio. Of course, we know Vaughan Radio has been with Culturama all these years and they're here every year to do the coverage. And so the booth for Vaughan Radio has increased in size tremendously. We also have the booth, the area for the Police High Command, that as well is being spruced up. And what we're also doing, we are also increasing the media booths, because what we've realized over the years is that we've had increasing persons or interest from media houses from overseas who would like to come and do some coverage for our Culturama. And this being our 45th anniversary, we are sure that persons from overseas will be coming to do some coverage. And so to our left, we'll also be having 2 additional media booths as well as a booth for the auditors. Also a part of what we're doing this year, we'll also be doing a brand new ticket booth. And of course, a little later on as well, there's also plans this year as well, before Culturama, to have the stage area, the performance area covered. And so we are enhancing our facility. We've done some major enhancements at the village past 2 years, and as a matter of fact, this year as well, we will also be doing some new painting at the village.
The contractor for the renovations at the Nevis Cultural Complex is Steadroy Pemberton of Tip Top Construction. The project, which is being managed by Jerome Rollins, Chief Executive Officer of the Nevis Cultural Development Foundation, NCDF, began on Tuesday, April 23rd. Culturama 45 is slated to take place from July 25th to August 6th. I am Devon Cornelius reporting for the Nevis Newscast.
Thanks, Devon. Still to come,
as the Federation moves closer to universal health, nurses will be called on increasingly to both participate in and lead changes.
the details after this break.
Jump up, free up, bent up, no standing up. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45, yeah. Music, folklore, pageants, and so much more. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45.
Join us from July 25th to August 6th for the Caribbean's greatest summer line. It's Culturama 45.
Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45. Yeah. Love, passion, pride, Culturama 45.
Welcome back.
Nurses Week is a time for everyone to recognize the immeasurable contributions and positive impact nurses make in improving the health of the nation.
Junior Minister of Health, the Honorable Hazel Brandy Williams, made that note in an address to mark the May 6th to 12th celebration of Nurses Week. The Health Minister noted that this week, Nevis will join the rest of the world in raising the profile of this most noble profession.
This year's theme, Nurses, a Voice to Lead, Health for All, echoes the core principles of the Alma Ata Declaration of 1978, which serves as a precursor to universal health care. Health for all means that healthcare is to be brought within reach of everyone in a given country. Although this is an ambitious goal, it is one that can be achieved through strong commitments, partnership by all stakeholders, and a paradigm shift using the primary healthcare strategy. Nurses are poised to advance this goal as we are cognizant of their vital role in achieving global mandates such as the Sustainable Development Goals and universal health coverage.
Minister Brandy Williams also highlighted the fact that the roles of nurses have expanded over the years as they not only play an active role in disease prevention, treatment, and care, but have also influenced health-related policies and empowered communities to take action to improve their health and well-being.
As the Federation moves closer to universal health, nurses will be called on increasingly to both participate in and lead changes. Through their leadership and the working of the Nursing Council and Nurses Association, they are able to advocate for higher standards of health care and bring their voices and that of their patients to the decision-making table. Their contribution can affect decisions that impact quality of life and ensure all Nivisians have access to high-quality, affordable health care coverage. As a government, we will continue to encourage our nurses to be involved in health policy, planning, and management. With these few words, I therefore declare Nurses Week 2019 officially launched.
And finally, the following is a notice from the Nevis Electricity Company Limited, NEVLEC. NEVLEC advises its customers of a scheduled power outage to facilitate lines maintenance for Wednesday, May 8, 2019 from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Consumers on the Cotton Ground feeder from Prospect to Libert Hill via Hamilton, Braziers, Upper Stony Grove, Upper Craddock Road, Pinnes, Jessops, Cotton Ground, and areas in close proximity will be affected. Customers are asked to take every precaution to safeguard electrical equipment at all times of interruption and restoration unto the electrical supply. NEVLEC apologizes for the inconveniences that may be caused by these outages and remind customers that in each case, service may be delayed to later than the time specified. For additional information, call NEVLEC's customer service at 469-7243 or NEVLEC Emergency Service at 469-9100 or 662-5811. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredicia Liebert. Thank you for viewing.